My beloved child, before another word is spoken, I need you to take a breath, because what I'm about to share has already been inscribed in the chambers of heaven. And heaven never releases a message of this kind unless something profound, something life-changing, something filled with divine increase and favor is standing right at your door. So listen carefully, my beloved, and guard your heart as you read. Archangel Michael speaks with clarity and authority, saying that a great financial release has already been assigned to you. This message would not have reached you unless the timing was exact. You would not be reading this today if heaven had not already marked this moment. But understand this, my child, the miracle goes far deeper than simple money. It touches your peace, your future, your sense of worth, and your freedom. Even a small moment of doubt has tried to cloud this truth for months. But heaven has kept pushing this message toward you again and again. Before I continue, hear this gently and with love. You are not here by chance. You did not stumble across these words randomly. Your spirit was guided here. Destiny drew you in. The money that was delayed, argued over, withheld, or blocked from you is now being released with a force that cannot be restrained anymore. What was held back is moving forward. What was frozen is beginning to flow. My beloved, stay with me. Do not let fear rise in your heart, because what comes next was blocked repeatedly before it could reach you. This truth tried to come to you 3 times, and each time something stood in the way. There were discussions in the spiritual realm about whether you were ready to carry this blessing. There were objections raised, delays attempted, and resistance formed, but heaven prevailed. Archangel Michael himself stood firm and spoke on your behalf. Now, take a moment and acknowledge this victory within yourself. Say quietly or type openly that you have won. Write Amen and allow yourself to agree with what heaven has already decided. As you do, imagine strength settling around you, peace resting on your shoulders, and assurance filling your chest. The struggle for your blessing is already over. The outcome has already been decided in your favor. Before I describe the miracle itself, I want to ask you something softly. Are you feeling a pressure or warmth in your chest right now? A small stirring, a sense of anticipation, or a quiet knowing that something is shifting? That is not imagination, that is confirmation. Heaven speaks not only through words, but through feeling and awareness. My beloved, please remain here. Give your full attention to each line, because every word carries purpose. The next sentences open the first gate of your blessing, but before that gate opens fully, understand this call. You are being asked to remain connected, present, and aligned. Messages from heaven are not casual. Missing one creates another pause. Alignment matters, staying present matters. That is why you are asked to stay close, to remain subscribed, and to keep your heart open. This is not about a button or a channel. It is about agreement. It is about choosing to stay in flow with what heaven is doing in your life. Subscribing is more than an action of the hand. It is a decision of the heart. It is saying yes to every promise that has been spoken over you. It is choosing to show up when heaven speaks your name. Come closer, my child. Your name was mentioned deliberately in the spiritual realm. Someone interceded for you. Someone asked that your delays be broken. Someone asked that your chains be released. When your name was spoken, silence fell. And then Archangel Michael stepped forward with authority and declared that your suffering had lasted long enough. He spoke clearly and firmly, saying that what belonged to you must be returned. He demanded the release of your abundance. He declared that your waiting season had ended. But hear this carefully, my beloved. As soon as that release was declared, resistance tried to rise again. Something attempted to stop this knowledge from reaching you. Something tried to pull you away from this moment, to distract you, to make you close this message, to make you doubt, or to make you feel tired. Yet you are still here. That alone proves something powerful. The blessing assigned to you is stronger than every obstacle placed against you. The money heaven speaks of is not small. It is not temporary. It is not fragile. It carries weight. It has the power to change your life, your family's future, your story, and the direction of your days. It brings stability where there was stress and rest where there was exhaustion. The angels do say there is responsibility attached to this blessing. You are being asked to stay alert. Signs will appear, and you must not ignore them. This message itself is part of that sign. You are also being told not to leave before the end. Every paragraph you read removes another barrier. Every sentence loosens another chain. Every word weakens the walls that once blocked your progress. This is truth, my beloved. Someone tried to keep what was meant for you. Jealousy rose when heaven favored you. Someone believed you were undeserving of what God planned. But Archangel Michael ended that argument. He ordered that everything withheld be returned. He declared that you would not endure another day without what had already been written for you in heaven. This moment marks a shift. Destiny is now leaning toward you, but understand this deeply. You are receiving more than money. Wealth brings freedom. It brings choice. It brings the ability to breathe again. It is compensation for tears you cried alone, for betrayals you never explained, for nights you lay awake, wondering why nothing moved forward. Your blessing was never denied. It was delayed for a reason, and now the delay has ended. The weight has lifted. A divine clock has struck the hour, and this blessing will not pass you by if you remain until the final word. Are you still here, my child? Good. Because what comes next reveals why this wealth was resisted and why it is now being released. Ground yourself in this truth. Write or say, my blessing is choosing me. This is not a ritual, it is alignment. It declares that you are no longer waiting helplessly. You are responding, you are agreeing. You are stepping forward. The fact that you are still reading shows that something within you refused to leave. That inner strength confirms it. Your blessing is choosing you. Now listen carefully. When heaven prepares a miracle, opposition increases. Distractions multiply. People pull away. Thoughts wander. Noise increases. You may have noticed this recently. Something tried to pull your attention away from this moment, but you stayed. That endurance opened another door in your destiny. The one who tried to block your prosperity feared exposure. They believed your success would reveal their intentions, so they attempted to slow you down, confuse you, and build obstacles. They hoped you would never realize how close your breakthrough truly was. But now the divine shift has occurred. Your name was spoken in the heavens before it was ever spoken against you on earth. The spiritual realm stood united when Archangel Michael declared an end to the delay. He commanded that all obstacles be removed. He declared that you had already carried enough weight. Can you feel the shift now? That calm, that warmth, that sudden sense of peace. The second gate is opening. Stay connected. Stay present. Messages from heaven are accelerating now, and missing one matters. Your name is active in the spiritual records. You must be present when heaven calls. Come closer, my child. You have been given a great financial release. Archangel Michael spoke it deliberately. You would not receive this message if you had not opened it today. The opportunity carries timing. Doors do not remain open forever, but this one is open now. Each word you read strengthens it. Each moment you stay shows readiness. In the spiritual realm, a treasure chest bears your name carved in light. It holds not only money but opportunity, favor, restored payments, forgiven debts, surprise blessings, and divine compensation. It was locked not out of denial but preparation, and now it is opening. That sudden sense that something is changing as you read. The second gate is being opened by heaven. But before I go any further, please listen with your heart. Stay in touch, stay subscribed, because messages from heaven are coming out quickly now, and you can't miss even one. Your name is active in the spiritual records right now, and you have to be there when heaven calls your name. Come closer, my child. You've been given a lot of money. Archangel Michael told them for a reason. You won't get this message if you don't open it today. It's because the blessing you're getting has a time limit. Unfortunately, chances don't always stay open, but now there is one, and the time for you to act started when you clicked on this message. That opening began the very second you arrived here, and it continues to widen with every word you read and every moment you stay. Each sentence strengthens the flow. Every paragraph you complete sends a clear signal to heaven that you are present, willing, and aligned. By staying, you are quietly telling the spiritual realm that you are ready, that you are prepared, and that you agree with what has already been written for you. My beloved, allow me to describe clearly what is being shown. In the spiritual realm, there is a treasure chest that carries your name. Your name is not written in ink or carved by hand. It is written in light, glowing with purpose and authority. This chest does not hold money alone. Inside are opportunities, blessings, unexpected help, surprising favor, gifts that arrive without warning, debts that are forgiven, funds that are released, payments that were forgotten, and divine repayment for what you have endured. This chest remained locked until today, not because heaven wanted to withhold it from you, but because someone repeatedly asked the angels to delay its opening. Yes, my child, someone actively tried to slow your progress in the spiritual realm. They believed you would never notice. They thought you would stay quiet, unaware, and tired. They assumed you would never wake up to what was happening behind the scenes. They never imagined you would read these words. They never expected heaven to step in so clearly. They did not think Archangel Michael would stand forward on your behalf, and they certainly did not believe that you, my beloved, would be the one chosen for this moment. The lock on that treasure chest began to crack the moment you started reading. With each word, it loosens more. With every sentence, the chains weaken. The walls that once stood strong around your blessing are now breaking apart piece by piece. When you reach the end, the chest opens fully, and when it opens, your blessing does not stay contained. It spreads outward into your life. The money promised to you begins its movement toward you. My child, these words are not empty. They are active. They are shifting things right now. But heaven wants you to understand more deeply what has been seen, what has been planned, and what Archangel Michael is setting in motion for you. Something has been spoken in the heavens. Truth has been revealed. What was hidden is no longer hidden. Pay close attention. There was someone who felt jealous of your future before you even realized you had one. They were threatened by your potential. When light began to surround you, they grew uncomfortable. When your destiny started to take shape, fear rose in them. They did not celebrate your growth. Instead, they tried to discourage you. Instead of wishing you success, they hoped for delay. Instead of praying for your rise, they prayed that you would remain stuck. But heaven saw everything. Nothing was missed. Every action was recorded. Do not worry, my beloved. The divine realm is fully aware. Justice does not rush, but it never fails. Archangel Michael has been watching quietly, and now he is speaking firmly. He commands, return what was taken, release what was delayed, let go of what was held back. Today marks a turning point for you, my child. This is where your story changes direction. This is where movement replaces stagnation. This is your divine shift. In the next part, you will understand the exact sign that appears before your money arrives, the specific inner change that happens first, and why heaven chose today to send this message to you. You have already gone further than most people ever do. Many would have left by now. Many would have become distracted or lost interest. Many would have ignored the quiet voice calling their name, but you stayed. And because you stayed, heaven is now opening the third gate for you. So now, my beloved, listen carefully. When a divine financial release is close, there is always a clear sign that comes first. Most people overlook it. Many call it coincidence. Very few understand what it really means. But heaven wants you to recognize it clearly. Just before the money appears, you may feel a sudden heaviness in your heart, followed by an unexpected calm. It is as if your soul recognizes what is coming before your mind can explain it. My child, have you felt this recently? It may have happened in the last day, or even right now as you read. If so, the miracle is already near. There is another sign as well. Sometimes it comes as a deep stillness, a quiet pause inside you that feels unusual. It is not sadness. It is not fear. It is preparation. That stillness is heaven clearing away old obstacles, removing spiritual clutter, and aligning your steps with what is coming next. Do not ignore that feeling, my beloved. It was not chosen randomly. Spiritual signs are intentional. Listen closely. The angels did not choose today by accident. This moment was selected because you have reached a place in your journey where change can no longer be delayed. You crossed a line, you completed a silent struggle, you passed a test that no one else saw. This message is not the beginning, it is the announcement. Heaven says your blessing is ready to move. The time for your increase has arrived. There is a door open in front of you. If you walk past it without noticing, it will eventually close, and reopening it could take months or years. Heaven does not want that for you. That is why Archangel Michael urges urgency. Open this now, he says, or you may miss it. Feel this deeply, my beloved. You are not facing a small opportunity. You are standing before your destiny. Now I must tell you something important. Heaven has given you more than money. Protection has been released. Progress has been restored. Authority has been returned to you. Those who once tried to interfere no longer have access. The spiritual grip that held your finances has been broken. As you read, old cycles are dissolving. Patterns that repeated again and again are ending. My child, can you sense it? Your thoughts are shifting. Your heart feels alert. Your breathing feels different. This is not just emotion. It is alignment. Now hear this truth, even if it feels uncomfortable. Someone close to you, possibly closer than you expected, spoke against your progress. They planted doubt. They questioned your future. They feared your growth because it would reveal their own weakness. They believed heaven would listen to their words, but heaven listens to sincerity, not jealousy. The divine realm responds to honesty, not envy. Your purity of heart, your quiet strength, and your perseverance are what moved heaven. Hear this again, my beloved. Heaven gave you more than money. It gave you protection, elevation, and authority. Those who once influenced your path no longer can. The spiritual hands holding back your resources have been removed. As you read, repeating cycles are breaking. Can you feel it? The shift in your thinking, the alertness in your heart, the change in your breath. This is alignment. I must share what was revealed. Someone close tried to interfere. They spoke against your success. They doubted your rise. They feared your growth because it would expose their insecurity. They thought heaven would side with them, but heaven responded to your soul. The divine realm is untouched by envy. Purity moves it. Your honesty, your strength, and your endurance caused heaven to act. That is why the angels say the money always belonged to you. It carried your name from the beginning. It could not be taken, only delayed. and today marks the end of that delay. Do not set this moment aside, my child. What is coming will not arrive slowly. It will come suddenly. A divine acceleration is unfolding, an unexpected message, a sudden opportunity, a quick release, a clear confirmation, a breakthrough you did not see coming. Heaven is arranging something for you right now. Understand this clearly. The money coming to you is not random. It is repayment. It is compensation for patience, for endurance, for silent strength. Heaven kept count of every tear you hid. Heaven saw every burden you carried alone. Heaven recorded every moment you stayed faithful without reward. And heaven decided it was time to return everything. You were never ignored. You were being prepared. Now the preparation is complete. In the next part, you will learn what heaven asks of you, the final sign before your wealth appears, and why Archangel Michael is calling your name now. You reach this point because of your spirit. Now it is time to step into your freedom. Write these exact words in the comments. I am spiritually awake and ready. This is not just a phrase. It is your response to heaven. You are declaring that you are present, aligned, and open to receive. Something powerful is happening within you because you are still here. With every second you stay, heaven widens the path in front of you. The atmosphere around you is changing. A key is turning. A movement is beginning. My beloved, listen carefully. As a final confirmation, heaven always sends one last signal before the blessing arrives. Most people miss it. Many ignore it, but you are chosen to recognize it. Right before the money comes, a small disruption may appear. A brief delay, a minor argument, sudden tiredness, a distraction, a moment of doubt. This is not resistance. It is confirmation. It means your miracle has already left the spiritual realm and is now moving into your physical world. It means that heaven is preparing your hands to hold something much bigger than anything you have ever held before. This is a very important moment, and I want you to be very careful, my dear child. Do not let this sign pass you by without noticing it. Listen carefully to what I am about to say. The enemy, which tries to stop you, often sends out small whispers right before a big breakthrough happens in your life. These whispers say things like, "You are wasting your time," or "Nothing will change," or "This is just a coincidence." But these whispers only come when something major is about to happen in your life. They do not appear when your life is ordinary or normal. Heaven wants you to know this because the enemy is afraid. The enemy is shaking with fear because it can see the great things that are coming to you. Archangel Michael has already drawn his sword from its sheath. My beloved child, he has already cut the ties that were holding your money back. He has broken the chains that were stopping your chances from moving forward. He has burned all the bad agreements that were written against your progress in the spiritual world. You are free now. Okay, my child, now your physical life needs to start matching this spiritual freedom. Take a slow breath in and know that something divine is helping you. I can feel it, and I know you can feel it too. Heaven is feeling it as well. Now I have to tell you what heaven wants from you during this time. Heaven is not asking you to work harder or try to make things happen on your own. You are not being told to chase after certain people or try to be accepted by others. There is only one thing heaven wants from you. You must keep your spiritual awareness awake and alert. Pay very close attention to everything around you. Keep your mind open and stay connected to the messages being sent to you. Do not cut off your connection to these messages because every message is like a step forward on your path. Remember, every step you take is a way into your blessing. There are many different paths to reach the blessing that is waiting for you. My dear child, do you understand how rare it is to receive a message like this? Do you realize how many people go through their lives without ever getting such clear guidance from heaven? So many souls never know when their miracle is about to happen. But you, my beloved, were called here, picked out, and brought to this moment by a divine power. Heaven is done waiting for you. Heaven is done delaying your blessings. Heaven has seen your pain for too long and has had enough. My child, listen very closely now. Your wealth is more than just money or things. Your wealth also means you will be better emotionally. It means you will have clear thinking, spiritual strength, and divine alignment. This alignment will protect you from ever being poor again in any way. This blessing will first change you on the inside, and then, naturally, the outside will change too. To my beloved, I want to tell you something amazing. As you read these words right now, your energy is rising. Your frequency, which is like your spiritual vibration, is going up and down in a way that opens your spirit to new doors you didn't know existed. Each word you read is like a key unlocking something inside of you. Every sentence is changing something within your spirit. With every paragraph, old patterns that were holding you back are being broken. Archangel Michael said, "Open this message as soon as you see it, or you will miss out." Not because heaven wants to punish you, but because the timing in your life has come to activate this blessing. My child, the hard times you have been through are coming to an end. The new age of freedom is about to begin. You have cried alone many times. You have carried heavy burdens on your own. You have smiled even though your heart was hurting. You kept your faith alive even when it was very hard. But heaven has said, enough is enough. It is time to bring back everything in its fullness. To my beloved, I see something very clearly. You are about to experience a sudden moment in your life, a moment when everything seems to float higher and become lighter, a moment when your thoughts become very clear, a moment when your heart feels warm and safe, a moment when your fear disappears completely. This moment is not by accident. It is heaven reaching down to touch your life. After this moment, your blessing will start to show up in the real world. Now I have to tell you something even deeper. Heaven wants you to know the truth about the person who delayed your financial blessing. You need to hear this. That person did not stop your blessing completely. They only made it take longer to come to you. Let me tell you something wonderful, my beloved. As you read these words, you are changing your frequency again. Your spirit is opening new doors that you never saw before. Every word is a key. Every word causes a shift inside of you. Old cycles in your life are breaking apart with every paragraph you read. Archangel Michael said again, "Open this message as soon as you see it, or you will miss out." You have reached the moment of activation now. It is not because heaven wants to punish you, but because your time has finally come. My child, the hard times are almost over. Freedom is so close. You have been quiet as you cried. You have carried heavy loads by yourself. You smiled even when you were in pain. You have held on to your faith even when it was difficult. And now heaven has made a decision. It is time to bring everything back to life. There is something very clear that I want you to understand. You will have a sudden moment when everything feels lighter, a moment when your mind is clear and you know what to do, a moment when your heart is full of joy, that 1 second when fear leaves you completely. That moment is not a coincidence. Your life is being touched by heaven itself. After this moment, your blessing will begin to show in your physical world. But there is something more important you need to know. Heaven wants you to understand something about the person who waited before giving you your money. This truth is very important. The blessing kept going, but they just slowed it down for a while. You cannot take away what belongs to you. What is written for you in your divine plan cannot be taken by anyone else. What heaven gives cannot be taken back. The divine has chosen you. You have a spiritual shield around you protecting you. You have been picked by heaven. The wealth that is coming to you is coming not only because of your financial needs, but because heaven wants to raise you up spiritually too. My child, your story is about to change in a way that will make people wonder how everything could change so quickly. But soon, I will tell you who really delayed your blessing, why heaven won in the end, and when exactly your blessing will come. You, my dear beloved, have come much farther and faster than most souls ever do. Feel it in your heart. There are changes in the air all around you. Something is shifting in your spiritual atmosphere. It becomes easier to see the truth the deeper your spiritual journey goes. The angels are watching over you right now, my beloved. Every word you read, every breath you take, and every step your spirit moves is seen by them. Heaven is lighting up your path because you are walking towards something holy and special. Please listen with your whole heart now. You are almost finished learning who was interfering with your blessing, but before I tell you that, I want to share what heaven told you the moment you reached this part of the message. This soul who delayed your blessing is ready now. So, continue listening with an open heart. The person who delayed your blessing was not a stranger. It was someone you know. This person saw the light around you before you even saw it yourself. They knew what you were capable of and what your future held. But do you know what scared them? They were scared of your future, your divine alignment, your spiritual protection, and your never-ending growth. This person felt like something great was supposed to happen to you. But instead of supporting you, they became afraid of your success. I must be very careful as I say this, my beloved. This person did not want you to move forward faster than they did. They didn't want you to be blessed by heaven before them. They feared your blessing would show how far behind they were, so they said bad things about you quietly in whispers. They questioned the choices you made. They said they didn't believe in your path. They spoke words that were dark and negative instead of bright and hopeful. These words created temporary obstacles in your life, but they were not permanent barriers. These barriers were only temporary because heaven allows people to take detours, but never lets things go wrong forever. My child, hear this truth clearly. A blessing planned by heaven cannot be stopped by what humans say or do. Even if they cast shadows over your path, the light from heaven always finds a way through. They may have delayed the timing, but they cannot stop your miracle. The same thing happened to you. Your blessing was delayed, but it was never taken away. Your wealth was paused, but it was never lost. Your miracle was held back, but it was never cancelled. Heaven finally stepped in because your name became very important in the spiritual world, my beloved. Your soul cried out loudly. Your destiny needed you to move forward now. Your heart got tired of waiting so long. Heaven could no longer stay silent. This is how Archangel Michael came alive for you. He said, "No more interference, not any longer. Bring everything back." When he spoke those words, the problem blocking your money disappeared immediately. This is a great victory not just for you, but for everyone who hears this message. When you share this prophetic word, you are also sending the power of breakthrough to everyone in your network. Let this miracle happen for other people too, and see how heaven rewards your faith. These words carry great power. There was a blockage that has been broken for you. Now go to the comments and type Amen if you agree with this divine action. Let the sound of your Amen rise up as a sign of thanks and agreement, echoing the final order of Archangel Michael for your life. Now, heaven wants you to understand why today is such an important day. This is the reason your blessing has reached the edge of its timing. It is now placed at the door to manifestation. You can open this door and let the blessing into your life at any moment, but only if you keep your spiritual connection strong and alive. This is why heaven sent this message to you right now. That is why you were brought here at this exact moment in time. Archangel Michael told the messengers, "Open this message as soon as you see it, because timing is very important in the divine realm." My child, there is something very important I want to share with you. Something you might not have noticed recently. Maybe someone close to you mentioned feeling a strange weight or pressure in their chest that came and went like a wave. A feeling like something important was about to happen, even though they couldn't fully explain it. It was like a peaceful moment touching their spirit, a quiet sense that something was ending and something new was starting. These feelings weren't just random or accidental. They were signs, spiritual alignments happening just for you. Heaven has been carefully adjusting your path so that your blessing can come to you without any trouble or obstacle in the way. When your blessing gets closer, my dear one, these signs become clearer and easier to see. Now, I want to tell you how time works in heaven, because it is very different from the way we think about time here on earth. It is not like a clock ticking away in hours and minutes. Instead, heaven uses seasons, special moments, spiritual vibrations, and divine alignments to communicate with us. This is how your schedule, your timeline, has been set. After you finish reading this entire message, a spiritual lock will be broken. You will begin to notice the first changes happening in just days, not months. The first real sign of your blessing will come in weeks, not years. Your rise in wealth will not be slow or delayed. Instead, it will come suddenly and powerfully, like an unexpected phone call, a surprising message, an approval you didn't expect, a chance encounter, a release of something held back, or a sum of money arriving from a place you never imagined. Heaven is warning you now to stay awake, stay connected, and keep your heart open, because the money and blessings coming your way have a special purpose. They follow divine timing, and with that timing comes spiritual protection. My child, you are entering a new season where everything that once fought against you must now give way. Every obstacle that held you back must now release you. You must surrender fully to the will of heaven in every part of your life that once blocked your progress. With that said, the next part of this message will reveal exactly how your money will arrive, how your blessing will come to you, and the deep spiritual reason why heaven chose you for this great abundance. This is a secret known only by a few in heaven, but you will be given this knowledge because you are still here. You are still reading, still listening, still connected, my beloved child, and that alone tells me something very important. Your spirit is awake, your destiny is paying attention, your path is unfolding exactly as heaven planned it to be. Remember, seasons, moments, vibrations, and alignments are the ways heaven speaks. In this order, your schedule will unfold, and the spiritual lock will be broken. As soon as you finish this whole message, the first changes will appear in days, not months. The first touch of your blessing will happen in weeks, not years. Your financial rise will come fast, suddenly. It might begin with an abrupt phone call, a text message, an approval, an unexpected chance, a release of something held back, or an amount of money coming from a source you never expected. That is why heaven instructs us to stay awake, alert, and open, because the money coming to you has a purpose and a reason for being in your life. Divine timing controls it, and spiritual protection surrounds it. If anything or anyone used to fight you, that fight must now stop. If something held you back before, it must now let you go. If something blocked your way in the past, it must now give way to the will of heaven. However, the next part of this message will explain how exactly your money will show up, how your blessing will come, and why heaven chose you for this particular gift of abundance. This is something heaven does not reveal to everyone, but it is meant for you. You are still here, my child, still present and listening. That alone tells me your spirit understands things that many miss. Your destiny is focused. Your journey is progressing just as heaven planned. Many people feel the call to change, but they ignore it. Most feel the pull but lose their way. Many begin the journey but never finish it. But you, my beloved, stayed on the path. You kept moving forward, no matter what. And because of your faithfulness, heaven has opened a new gate for you, the gate of understanding. Listen carefully with all your heart, because what I am about to share is powerful truth. The source of your money and blessing will not be what you expect. Heaven is making a path for you that is so amazing, so unusual, and so sudden that you will immediately know it is not of this world. It will not come from anything human-made or planned. It is divine from heaven itself. But before I describe what this blessing will look like, I want to tell you what heaven sees when it looks at your life. Heaven sees a soul who has endured a lot of pain quietly, without complaint. You have carried heavy burdens without asking for help. You have fought battles that no one recognized or thanked you for. Even when your heart was broken, you did not give up. Even when everything around you seemed to fall apart, you kept your faith alive. You kept walking forward, even when the path seemed endless. Now you understand why heaven chose you above so many others for this special blessing. Listen closely, my child. This blessing is a type of compensation, a form of repayment. The money coming to you is a restoration, a return of what was once taken or delayed. The abundance you are about to receive is a repayment for all you have endured. Now let me explain more. Your blessing will arrive in 3 separate waves. Heaven rarely gives everything all at once. It prefers to give in a divine order, allowing your spirit to accept the blessing without fear. These are the 3 waves. The first wave will come suddenly, maybe as a call, a message, an approval, or a sign that things are moving forward. It will appear unexpectedly and seem almost too good to be true. It will arrive slowly but with great power, like the first strong wind before a flood of blessings. The second wave will be a physical release. This could be money arriving, help coming your way, an opportunity opening, or a big breakthrough happening. At this stage, you will know without a doubt that your blessing has begun. Before your mind can fully understand it, your heart will already be aware. The third wave is the most lasting one. It brings deeper and longer, lasting blessings, stability, a constant flow of abundance, plenty, and miracles that will mark the start of a new chapter in your life. This wave will not disappear. It will remain. It is a sign of divine transformation and change. My beloved, heaven usually keeps the workings of a miracle a secret, but it is telling you these things because your spirit is ready to receive them. The question you have been asking yourself is, how will the money get to me? Where will it come from? Who will bring it to me? Here is the truth, my child. Your blessing will come from a place where you worked hard but received nothing in return. A place that owes you something, a place that drained your energy without paying you back. Heaven has named this place and told the spiritual realm to return everything owed to you. This could be connected to something that was held up for a long time, something someone unfairly kept from you, something promised but never given, something blocked by envy or jealousy, or something connected to your destiny that others tried to stop. Heaven is reopening that door for you, my beloved, but there is more. The blessing will also come from someone unexpected, someone who has quietly noticed your value and worth, someone who will help you without wanting anything in return, someone who is being guided by divine inspiration to assist you. The spirit of this person has already heard your name whispered by heaven. They might not even understand why they feel drawn to help you, but they will because heaven has already chosen them to be part of your breakthrough. Now, child of heaven, I have something even more important to share. The angels say that you will receive a sign before the money appears in your physical life. This sign will be strong, clear, and filled with spiritual energy. When you see this sign, your energy will shift quickly, as if your whole body breathes out a weight it didn't realize it was holding. You might feel a strange lightness, a sudden calmness, a warmth inside, a moment when everything seems possible, and a time when your heart quietly whispers, "It is happening." Once you experience this, your path will become clear. It is clear to me, my beloved, that if you recognize this sign quickly, there will be a moment when everything aligns perfectly. Choices, chances, people, messages, and timing. You will feel as if the universe has shifted just for you. And it has. When a chosen soul is ready, heaven arranges everything to fit together perfectly. Don't forget how difficult your journey has been, my child. You were never meant to be here by chance. You are here now because heaven chose you for this moment. But in the next part, I will share something even more sacred. Why heaven picked you out of millions of souls. Why this time could not be delayed any longer. What Archangel Michael is preparing to give you next. This part is the strongest and most important so far. You have reached a part of the message that very few souls ever hear. My child and beloved, this is the chamber of truth, where heaven reveals secrets it usually keeps hidden. You have come this far because your spirit is ready for what is coming next in your life. My beloved, pay very close attention. The question burning inside you, even if you don't say it aloud, is why me? Why did heaven choose me to receive this gift? And heaven answered before you even thought of the question. My child, heaven chose you because you have something very special inside. You have a kind heart in a world that can be harsh. You have a pure spirit even when surrounded by darkness. You have a resilient heart that kept going even when it was hurt. You have a strong spirit even when broken. You have quiet strength even when you are tired. You always believed even when it was hard. You kept trying, never gave up hope, even when life gave you many reasons to quit. This is why heaven said, this soul must rise now. This soul deserves to be freed. This soul has suffered enough pain. Let me take you even deeper, my beloved. There are many people who talk a lot but have empty hearts. But there are people like you whose voices are soft, but whose spirits are so strong that heaven smiles upon them. You were not chosen because you are perfect. You were chosen because you stayed kind when the world tried to make you harsh. You were chosen because you stayed true to yourself even when others tried to trick you. You were chosen because you kept your light shining even in the darkest times. You worked hard even when it was difficult. And now, this blessing, this wealth, this divine elevation is your reward. Make sure you are subscribed to show that you agree to receive this reward. By subscribing, you are telling heaven that you are ready to walk the whole journey. Every new message you receive is part of this promise. By subscribing, you connect your spirit to a steady flow of guidance that heaven has prepared especially for you. Listen carefully. Heaven did not delay your blessing to punish you. Heaven delayed it to help your character grow stronger, to prepare you to protect what you are about to receive. Now you are ready, my child. The highest point of your spiritual timeline has been reached. The time of carrying heavy burdens is over. There is no longer a contract for suffering in your life. The effects of the old difficult cycles are no longer active. Heaven has declared no more trials. It is time to be blessed now. But now I have to share the part that heaven is sure you will understand deeply. Why this blessing could not be delayed any longer, because your destiny is moving into a new phase that needs plenty, my beloved. Your purpose is to rise, and this rise cannot happen without the right tools to support you along the way. Your calling is awakening inside of you, and heaven is preparing to make plans for everything that is about to come in your life. Your future, the relationships you will build, the plans you will make, the responsibilities you will carry, all of these things require you to be financially steady and strong. For this next chapter in your life, you need to be free and not tied down by worries or lack. After carefully looking at your journey, heaven said, "This soul cannot move forward into their future with empty hands." So long ago, heaven prepared your blessing, and today marks the first day that blessing will begin to come to you. Now, my child, take a deep breath, because the next truth I share with you may feel overwhelming. Archangel Michael is ready to give you something very important, but it will not come in a physical form at first. Instead, it will come as a gift for your spirit. He is about to restore to you the strength you thought you had lost, bring back the peace you have forgotten, revive the confidence you once held but buried deep inside, give you the clarity you have prayed for, and finally hand you the key to your financial freedom. Yes, my beloved Archangel Michael is giving you a spiritual key, a powerful key that opens doors to opportunities, luck, help, and money that have been shut for many years. Others may have closed these doors and tried to block your progress, but this key will open them again. It will break chains, fix the damage that others have caused, and release what was once held back from you. The moment this key touches your spirit, your path will immediately begin to change, but there is something even deeper in this truth. Heaven knows this is the perfect time to step in, because a major turning point in your life is coming soon. At this moment, one decision, one chance, one conversation, one message, or one approval will completely change the direction of your life. Heaven wanted to make sure you are ready. You had to be prepared to meet heaven's timing. Heaven needed you to awaken. That is why you are receiving this message today, not yesterday, not next week, but right now, because your spirit is strong and your destiny is open to receive what is coming. My child, you are about to experience a transformation. But in the next part, I will share with you the divine secret behind the wealth that is coming your way, how Archangel Michael is protecting it, and what will happen in the days before your blessing appears in your physical world. This is a sacred moment. You have reached a point where deep truths are revealed. To fully embrace this truth, I want you to speak something powerful. In the comments type, "I accept my divine key." As you write those words, imagine Archangel Michael handing you this spiritual key. This key will open every door that was once closed to you. This moment is your time of activation. You are still here, my child, still present and listening. The fact that you have not given up tells me something very special about you, something even heaven has noticed. You don't run away from your destiny. You don't abandon what your spirit has started. What you begin, you finish. Because of this faithfulness, heaven chose you for a great elevation, something that many others wanted but did not have the resources or readiness to receive. My beloved, come closer now. We have reached the part where heaven allows me to share with you the divine secret behind your blessing. This is the truth that explains why your wealth is coming, why it was delayed for so long, and why Archangel Michael is personally watching over it. Listen carefully, child of heaven. The money coming your way is not ordinary money. It is a special kind of wealth, designated wealth. It has a purpose, a destiny, spiritual protection, and deep meaning. Not all blessings are the same. Most people receive small, random blessings that are short-lived and unpredictable, but this blessing has been set aside just for you, my beloved. It is something created just for your soul, something that was written in the book of destiny long before you were born, something heaven protected you from even when you were unaware. Now for the divine secret, your blessing was never lost. It was being saved until you became the right version of yourself. The awakened you, the aware you, the spiritually aligned you, the ready you, not the hurt, confused, tired, or doubtful version of you. My beloved, you have finally grown into the person who can keep and carry the blessing that heaven has planned for you. That is why the doors can now be opened. That is why the angels are moving now. That is why this message reached you today. Your destiny and spirit are perfectly aligned. Now listen closely to a gentle truth heaven asked me to share with you. Someone tried to connect their energy to your blessing, but their energy was filled with jealousy, insecurity, anger, hidden desires, and fear of your rise. These negative forces caused your wealth to be delayed. All these things created spiritual obstacles on your path. These people wanted the best for your destiny, but not for your soul. They asked for your permission, but not your true agreement. Heaven declared that this blessing cannot be shared. It is meant only for you. Because of this, heaven cut those people off, took away their power, blocked their access, and stopped their interference in your life. That is why you may have recently felt a growing distance from some people, a separation, a sudden silence, a change in relationships, a shift in energy, or the sense that certain people are no longer part of your story. This was heaven removing their hands from your blessing. Listen closely now, my child. Let me show you what Archangel Michael is doing for you right now. He is not only protecting your blessing, but also moving it forward. A blessing is underway, beloved. This is the wealth that belongs in your life. Archangel Michael is leading it straight to you. The path to receiving this blessing is narrow, though. It can only be accepted by a soul that is spiritually aware and will not lose or destroy it. Only a chosen soul can carry such abundance without harming themselves. When you step into this abundance, you cannot bring destruction with you unless your soul is safe and ready, and the angels in heaven see you as that safe and ready soul. Now I want to tell you what you have been feeling but have not fully understood. The things that will happen in the days before your blessing appears in your physical world. My beloved, the days before your blessing arrives will be filled with clear signs that your soul will recognize immediately. Some of these signs include a sudden feeling of peace, a quiet moment in your chest, dreams that feel very real, seeing certain numbers repeatedly, finding calm after a stressful time, receiving small unexpected gifts or chances, hearing good news from strangers, releasing old burdens and feeling deep inside that something is finally changing. These are not just random events or coincidences. They are not tricks or illusions. These are signs sent by the angels to tell you that your blessing is leaving the spiritual world and is about to enter your physical life. Your blessing is already on its way, but there is something important you need to hear. It may feel like the enemy is trying harder to distract you as your blessing gets closer. You might suddenly feel tired for no reason, angry without cause, or find your mind overthinking and restless. You might have small emotional triggers or moments of doubt that come unexpectedly. These feelings are signs that the enemy is trying to throw you off balance because they know what is about to happen. Do not give in to these negative feelings. Do not let your vibration drop or your spirit lose connection. Heaven has already decided that your soul will receive this blessing right now. Only you can stop it, and you won't. You are here. You are in sync. Every word of this message is reaching your spirit. Next, I will share about the spiritual contract that was just fulfilled, the new part of your destiny that has begun, and the exact type of money that heaven is preparing to give you. Why is this next part even stronger? Because, my beloved, the journey of receiving starts now. You are already doing something spiritual just by liking this message. Think of that like your first act of faith, a sign that your heart is open to receive. God's blessings will begin to flow into your life right now because of that simple action. It tells heaven that you have heard the message, you believe it, and you are ready to accept what is coming. Before we finish this powerful message, let's take a moment to reflect on a deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not luck. This is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He is reaching out, extending his hand, and inviting you into a protected, high vibrational community where divine abundance is more than a hope. It is a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life if you accept it. If you follow it, you will not only receive blessings, but those blessings will multiply and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation now, you are unlocking immediate access to powerful content and divine insights hidden from most of the world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space filled with spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and rapid progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny slip away from you. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle right now by clicking the exclusive link in the description. This is the way to ensure you never miss the direct, personal messages that are made just to uplift and empower your life. If you want to deepen your connection even more, the link is waiting for you in the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to support this work, a link to buy me a coffee is also available. Your support is completely optional, but your presence, your attention, and your energy already mean the world. Take this step forward. Your abundance is waiting,